this is Christina's Crafts and I'm Christina. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back if you've been here before. Today I am going to be doing another DIY, so I really hope you stick around and check it out. Okay, this is a little overwhelming. There's a lot of stuff here and I'm not quite sure. I'm just gonna have to probably just dive in and try something. I'm thinking I'm gonna do these right here. I'm just trying to figure out what I want to put in there. There's so much stuff here. I did go before Joann's closed out and I bought some earrings. So I can make quite a few sets of earrings, so I guess we'll see. So I think I'm going to start with these, and then I'm just trying to figure out what I want to put in there. So let me rack my brain a little bit. Okay, I have my gloves on, but unfortunately my hands are really small, so they don't fit the best, so it's going to make it a little bit difficult. Alright, so I have my resin here, and I am going to put a little in this mixing cup here. Maybe. I took the cap off. Does it not want to come out? Oh, there's a seal in there. Oh, super cool. Okay, I guess I gotta get that seal out of there. Okay, let's try this again. I don't know how much I'm gonna need, so I'm just gonna squeeze a little bit in there for now. And then I picked out this teal colored dye, so I'm gonna stick a drop of that in there. Mix it up. Now, I was watching some stuff on YouTube and it said that I'm supposed to mix it one direction for the least amount of bubbles. So, looks like it could use a little bit more color. I don't know. I'll just keep mixing till I think it's all mixed in there. Because I thought it'd be a little bit darker than that. Oh yeah, that's right. I'm supposed to do this slow too. I'm going too fast. I don't even know that, I don't even think that's going to be enough resin. Let me maybe pour a little more in there. Like I said, I've never done this before, so I'm not quite sure. I'm not quite sure. I used or did a video with the Dollar Tree resin, but that wasn't UV resin, it was just regular resin. I'm going to stick one more in there. Okay, I have the resin mixed up. And I am going to try to put it in my mold now. I think I may have made just enough, maybe. It's kind of hard to tell. I think I got it pretty good. I don't know if I had it mixed up the best though. And then I think I'm going to try, I was going to try to stick these little jewels in there. I don't know how it's gonna look or how it's gonna turn out, but trying to get them even. I don't even know if they're like gonna show up or how they're gonna look, so I guess we'll find out. Okay, well, I'm gonna try to get these little diamonds in here, and yeah, then I'll come back. Okay,
So I have it in there. I don't think it looks very good, but I guess we'll see what happens. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn the UV light on. I should probably set it for a certain amount of time. I'm assuming it goes off after the 60 seconds. Yep, okay. Let me take my glove off here. Well, it seems kind of hard. I'm gonna flip it around and then do 60 seconds on the bottom side, just I guess to make sure that it is hard. Okay, I was just thinking before I did that, I forgot to use the lighter or my heat gun to get the bubbles out. So there is quite a few bubbles in here. Let's see. Got a little bit of thing on there. I don't think it turned out too bad. I don't know, those diamonds in there didn't really, you can't really see, I don't know, it looks kind of goofy. I don't know if you can see that. The little holes in there. It looks just like holes in the earring. It doesn't look like there's diamonds in there. But also, there's quite a few bubbles in there. I probably, yeah, I definitely should have used the heat gun or the lighter, or yeah, to get the bubbles out. I don't know. I don't know that I think that turned out very good. For my first shot, I don't think that was the best. But it was my first time, so maybe I'll get better after this.
Okay, so I'm gonna try this again. I'm gonna try not to mix a color, and I am just gonna use the actual resin right out of the bottle and stick it in this mold. Looks like there's a little piece of glitter in that one. Thought it would disperse a little bit better on its own. Okay. Stick that in there. Sorry if you hear birds chirping. I have the window open right now, so that it can air out in here a little bit. So I'm gonna try sticking these flowers in here. We'll see how this works. I don't know, they might be a little too tall for the mold. I guess I will find out. Or stick up, you know, a little too much. I'm not sure. All right, stick some more in there. I think that looks pretty good. Maybe just a little bit more. You know, I watched videos on YouTube on this and it didn't look this hard. Okay, I'm gonna try to stick some of this glitter in here. I'm just not quite sure how I'm gonna do that. I guess just get some on my finger and kind of sprinkle it on there. I'm assuming this is supposed to be like down in there, like in the resin. I don't know. All right, I don't know if I'm supposed to poke this down or not. Seems like I got a little too much glitter over there. Try to spread it out a little bit. Okay, now the step that I did not do last time was take my lighter to try to get the bubbles out. So let's do that. I almost feel like the heat gun would be better for this. All right, I think I'm just gonna go ahead and go for it and put my UV light on there. And we will see how they turn out. So I'm gonna put it on that way, and then I'm gonna flip it over and do the other side. Okay, so I believe it's done. I'm gonna take it out of the mold. Okay, well, it's not like amazing, but I think it turned out pretty decent. See if I can get it in there. I wish I went to put the glitter on top of the flower though. I don't think that I like that. I should have put it just around the flower. But this one I think definitely turned out better. Back of this one looks kind of weird. I don't know quite what I did there or why that did that. But yeah, I think I definitely made these into earrings. Yeah, I think they turned out pretty decent. So yeah, I guess I'll just kind of play around with it and see what else I can make, and maybe I'll just come back on the video, you know, after and show you what I've made. But yeah, this is really weird. It's really rough on this edge. I must have done something wrong there. But I mean, it's on the back of the piece, so I don't think it's that bad. But yeah, I definitely think those are probably better than the last ones that I did. So, all right, I'm just gonna play around a little bit. Okay, so I made another pair with very messy glitter, and I'm about to take them out of the mold and see how they turned out. I think they turned out really cute. Back of this one is nice and smooth. Oh, and then I drop it. All right, let's take the other one out. I'm gonna have glitter on me for days. That one came out even easier. Backs are good. Wow, I think they turned out really nice. Let's see if you can see that. This is actually kind of fun. I'm kind of enjoying this. But yeah, I really like how that turned out, and I think I got them pretty even too. All right. Well, let's see what else I can come up with. Okay, so I have made a bunch of different things with the resin, which I'm going to show you all at the end of the video. But I'm going to show you this. So I went on Amazon, and I went and I bought some of these bezels to make some necklaces. And I also bought some blank rings. So they're just like this, and then you can squeeze them to fit your finger. And I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna make a ring. I did make one already, but I didn't like the way it turned out. I'll just show you it real quick. So I just basically used clear with some glitter in it, and I stuck a star in there, but I don't like the background because I left it silver. So I'm gonna try something different. So I'm gonna take my resin, if I can get it open, and I'm just gonna put a little bit in this cup here, because I don't want a lot, because these rings are actually really tiny. Oh yeah, I'm gonna put my gloves on. I forget to do that sometimes. And then I'm just gonna take a little bit of this epoxy resin colorant and stick this in there. Now I did notice, and I did watch some videos, and it said that darker colors take longer to dry, which is very true. So I'm gonna go ahead and mix up this black right here. And then I'm gonna put a thin layer in the bottom of my ring. So just gonna make sure that's all nice and stirred up. Okay, and then I'm gonna put a very thin layer in my ring here, just to basically cover up the bottom. Oh, I forgot to grab a paper towel. Okay, and then I'm just gonna take my lighter here real quick to make sure there's no bubbles in there. And then I'm gonna grab my UV light and cure that. So, I shouldn't say mine, it's my friend's. Right, and then I'm gonna stick that right on there. Okay, so it's somewhat cured, not completely, but I don't think I'm gonna get a good cure because I can't cure the bottom of it. So I can only do the top. So I did it for like 3 minutes and it's still a tad bit sticky, but I think it's just gonna have to, we're just gonna have to leave it that way. So I had these little, I don't know what they are, shells that she had in the kit here. And I'm just gonna pop one of these out of here. Come on. And find a decent size one because I want to stick this in my ring. So I just want like a little, let's see if I can find a smaller one. I'll just take all these out of there. All right, so I think I'm just gonna have to take one and just kind of break little pieces to get it to fit inside of there. Oop, I think I did that too, no? Oh no, it's still good. Okay, I'm just gonna slowly break this apart to try to get this to fit on that ring. Okay, I have a little chunk broke off and I'm gonna stick that on my ring here. Which way do I wanna go? I wish I could have gotten a perfect circle. That would have been really cool, but I think that's kind of impossible. Okay, and then I am just gonna take regular clear resin and put it over it. So I will clean this up in a second. All right, so I'm just gonna put a little bit on there, hopefully. Probably put too much on there. Well, we'll see how it cures. Just trying to make sure I get it all around the edges. All right, and then take my lighter. My eyes are not the best anymore, so I can't see if all the bubbles are out or not. All right, I'm gonna try that for 60 seconds and we'll see how hard that gets. Okay, so it cured pretty nice. The only thing is if you can see it's kind of flat on top, so I want a little bit of a dome shape. So I'm gonna try to put a little bit more on there. Kind of spread that out. Yeah, I just can't see like exactly where the resin is because my eyes just aren't that great. Even with my glasses on, it's hard to see. I need like one of those little eyes. I don't know what the heck those things are called. Okay. Bubbles. And then put that on there for 60 seconds. Okay, it's all done. I think it turned out pretty cute. It's got a little bit of a like dome shape on there. Not super sticking out, but yeah, now all I have to do is basically put it to my finger and it is finished. Yeah, definitely the UV resin, it's a lot easier than I thought it was going to be. And I just used a little pool noodle, a little section of a pool noodle here to keep it in there. Kind of looks like there's a little bit of a bubble right there, but it's actually not a bubble. It's actually from the shell or whatever that I put on there. So yeah, I think it turned out really cute. I think that looks really nice. I am back and all cleaned up. So this is some of the stuff that I made with the UV resin. There is a few other things that I made too, but I don't have them on here. I just want to show you real quick. I got these dried flowers that I put in these two necklaces right here. They turned out really, really pretty. That one's really pretty. Let's see if I can, there we go. And then I also made a necklace and a ring set for each one of my granddaughters. So that's one of them. And this is the other one, which turned out really cute. And then I made a couple rings. This one I used like this like shell type thing. And this one, this is actually just like a star, like from confetti. And then I got these earrings, and I made some hearts. These turned out really cool. These are also dried pressed flowers. Those turned out really cute. I made some leaves for fall. And then I have these. They're just teal with some teal sparkles in. And then I also made two of these shapes with one. This is actually supposed to be brown, but it looks orange, and that's purple. And then I made these cute little moon earrings. And I made these cute little flower earrings, which I've actually worn a couple times already. And then I also made these earrings, which I didn't know that I really liked how those turned out. I don't know, they weren't the best. I was actually made those to wear to my daughter's wedding to match my dress, but I don't know if I want to keep those or not. And then I also used this little like washi sticker that I had, and that's a little succulent inside of there. So yeah, I think everything turned out pretty cool, and all this stuff was basically made with just one bottle of the UV resin, which was like so big. Yeah, I did buy, like I said, these bezels off of Amazon and the necklace cords, and then the earrings that I got those from Joann before they closed out. These are all stainless steel, so they should be pretty good quality. I haven't checked out Amazon yet. I do like these earrings, these little clasp ones. So if you're gonna look for earrings, I would definitely look for those. I wore these moons the other day. Now maybe I just need to bend this. I probably just need to bend this a little bit, but they actually were falling out of my ears. I know they make little rubber backs for the back of them, but I thought maybe if I just bent this in a little bit, it should probably stay in my ear. So yeah. Oh, I don't know. Did I show you these? These are like my absolute favorite. I don't think I showed you these. So these are actually little star stickers that I put in there. And what I did was I took black UV, I made the UV resin black, and then I did clear on top, as you can see there, and I put sparkles in the clear. But yeah, I absolutely love these. I wore these the other day to my grandson's birthday party. My grandson actually said they were really cute and he really liked them. I also did make him a necklace too. I used a little E sticker because his name's Elijah, and I put a little E sticker in one of these little bezels. So yeah, it was really cute, and he was very happy with it, and he put it on right away. So anyways, I did make a lot of stuff with all of this. I think I'm going to be making some more. I just need to find more stainless steel earrings. Amazon's a little sketchy when it comes to that. But yeah, I had a really good time making these. It's very relaxing. I just kind of sit and watch TV, and yeah, I had a good time. So I would definitely say, you know, they make starter kits on Amazon. Check them out and just give it a try, see if you like it. But anyways, that is it. I just want to say thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed my video. It wasn't the best tutorial because I was just learning, but yeah, if I can do it, anybody can do it. So have a great night. I would love it if you like, share, subscribe, and take care. Bye.